Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Brendan and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, it is great to have you. And today I want to talk about one of my favorite cryptocurrencies and as of recently, one of my top performing assets. Now, this is going to be EOS and I think EOS is going to play a big part in the future. With all the hype that we have behind Ethereum and smart contracts and DAPPS right now, I think that EOS excels at this, and because of this, EOS is going to be one of the main driving forces in this run for decentralized applications and smart contracts and processing time and even fees. Now, I want to compare EOS to some raw stats against Ethereum and also talk about whether I think EOS is better than Ethereum, because the two are very, very similar in a lot of different ways and very different in some other ones as well. So if any of this sounds interesting, I want to go ahead and break down EOS and talk about why it is one of my favorite investments of this year so far and what I think it's going to do in the future based off of not only the chart but some raw statistics, pinning it against some other cryptocurrencies and talking really about what it does. So if any of that sounds interesting, make sure you guys stick around for the entire length of the video, as there will be important information discussed the entire way through. But that being said, let's go ahead and compare some statistics here. And so what I have is I actually have two different websites pulled up, and we're going to be going over some of these. Now, of course, we have EOS on the top and Ethereum on the bottom, but comparing everything as simple as transaction times to even transaction fees themselves, because I think with the transaction fees on Ethereum being so brutally high right now, someone actually commented on one of my recent videos asking me, can the climbing transaction rates on Ethereum cause an Ethereum crash? And that actually got me thinking, they are higher than they probably should be. They are extremely high for the time being. Can that eventually grow into a problem? Well, on EOS, this is not a problem because they do not have transaction fees. It has free transactions, whereas Ethereum's right now, I don't even think this is doing it justice. They are very, very high, at least for what we are used to. Now, maybe that's going to be the new norm. I doubt it. I definitely do think that those are going to come back down here. But one of the other things to notice is that while Ethereum is registering somewhere around a 15 per second transaction speed, EOS, on the other hand, is doing 1,000 plus transactions per second. Now, this was proven, I think, in 2018 and really in July of 2018, so almost exactly 2 years ago, showing just how fast EOS can produce. Now, another thing is that EOS can handle more on its blockchain than Ethereum can, which gives it more scalability because it can ultimately handle more people, more transaction, do it faster for a lesser price. Now, does this mean that EOS is a better version of Ethereum? And I'm going to answer that question in just a second, but I want to go ahead and move over to this other chart here where we look at a little bit of the other stats. Now, over here it's saying that the transaction per second for Ethereum is going to be 9, while EOS is 4,000. So maybe we can take an average of what we have seen on the other chart and what we're seeing on this data point and maybe give those an average. We can still see that EOS is significantly faster in terms of transaction per second than Ethereum is, and the confirmation time is even about a half a second lower, or excuse me, more than half a second lower. It's 20 seconds on Ethereum, while it's only 1.5 seconds on EOS. Now, this is, of course, this is impressive. We can see the number of validating nodes and the consensus protocols that they use. But I think that ultimately what this comes down to is people asking themselves the question of what is better, EOS versus Ethereum. And to be honest, I don't think it's as simple of an answer as that, because the two are, while they are very similar, they are very different. Ethereum is the king of the altcoins. They have a great team, a notably reliable team behind them, and there's a little bit more transparency with what goes on than what we see on EOS. Now, with EOS, while it is statistically better, that doesn't mean that it is a better product overall. I mean, we can see that the number of coins that are built on the Ethereum network and the number of not only cryptocurrencies, but companies and businesses that are built on top of the Ethereum network is very vast. And I would say even larger in market cap than what is built on the EOS network, which makes it ultimately more valuable. Now, while EOS is more scalable than Ethereum, we can see, I'm going to go ahead and move over to the chart here and just kind of look at what EOS has been doing. Just because it is statistically better does not mean that it is a better project. There are plenty of cryptocurrencies out there that are faster, that are cheaper, that are more efficient, that do all sorts of crazy things, and yet they are a very, very small market cap cryptocurrency or even an altcoin because of that. Now, the point that I'm trying to make here is that just because something can outperform another cryptocurrency, it does not ultimately make it better. Statistically, it might be better, but the project in the cryptocurrency as a whole does not ultimately become better because it is better statistically. There's a lot more that goes into this: the marketing, the project, the team itself, how it works, what's built on it, how much of a market cap does the assets or the projects on top of its blockchain accumulate to. There is a lot that goes into and to factor into this besides just what's faster, what's cheaper. You know, it's definitely a lot more complicated than that, to put this into the simple terms. But looking at this EOS chart, of course, we could see this beautiful breakout that is happening over here. And of course, we have the golden cross on this 1 day time scale, which is signifying that, in my opinion, we are looking a little, very, very bullish for us to be able to see something like this. At this point, I would say that it's confirmed. And of course, we rip through our resistance over here, being this the top of this big old pennant, breaking out right over here. We saw the rejection. We saw another rejection before we came down, touched support of this golden cross, and then ultimately broke out over here. Now, this is a good sign. And as of right now, we are retracing back down to the previous highs. We can see right over in here. Previous highs now going to be former resistance turned support for EOS. This is a really good sign to see, because also this is previous resistance now turned into support as well from two different areas. So I really like the way that EOS is looking, and the kind of bet that I was making here is that, one, EOS is going to break out. If you guys don't know, I was accumulating EOS right around the $3 mark over in here because I was expecting the breakout because of the fundamentals, but also because of the technicals on this chart. But basically what I said in my live stream is that I am willing to bet that EOS will do half as good, or maybe even a quarter as good as Ethereum. And because it is lower in market cap, that gives it more volatility and more room to go up and expand. And if EOS truly does have this great, scalable, fast, transactionless or transaction-free network, and it does smart contracts and decentralized applications, then it should share a portion of the whole Ethereum 2.0 hype and run up behind all of those applications and smart contracts. So I'm kind of betting that if Ethereum is going to do well and exceed, EOS will follow in its footsteps. Maybe it overshadows it. Maybe EOS moves 100 or 200% when Ethereum only moves 100%. Maybe it only moves 50% when Ethereum moves 100%. I'm not sure, but ultimately I do like the EOS platform. Let it be known, I own a lot of Ethereum and I own a lot of EOS. I own both of these because I believe in what both of the products do. And I'm not just saying that EOS, again, is the sole smart contract or DApp platform out there, because I think that they both play their own specific part. And again, just because one is statistically better, it doesn't make it a better overall product. So right now, guys, let it be known, I am in both EOS and Ethereum. I love both of the projects. I love what both of them have to do. But for right now, I do like how, I do like where the market cap of EOS was and where it is. The chart on this looks very, very good. I think it has a lot of room to move up to the upside right now. The previous swing high is all the way up at like $5.50. Currently, right now, we're about $3.50. So if we want to draw a price range of where we're at right now to where we could be, this could be a 50 to 53% move to the upside. Again, not saying that it's going to happen. Nothing I say is legal, financial, or tax advice in any way, but I certainly do find this interesting, and hopefully you guys were able to see some of the statistics and why I find that EOS is one of my favorite cryptocurrencies right now. So I've been a part of EOS and I've been invested in EOS for a long time, but I do really like just the spot that it's at right now. Of course, I want to see how it reacts to this. If this ends up breaking downwards, I will probably accumulate some more, but it is, I definitely think it's a project that is worth at least knowing about. So hopefully you guys were able to enjoy this video. If you guys did, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see more content like this. If you guys have any questions or concerns or just want to voice your thoughts, let me know in the comment section down below. I love hearing what you guys have to say, whether it's positive or negative. Just being able to interact with you guys is always a fun time. And finally, guys, if you guys really did enjoy the video, share it with a friend or maybe someone that needs to hear this. And if you guys want to join the Discord community, I will roll that at the end of this video so that you guys can see what that's like. It's completely free. There will be a link to that in the description down below as well. So once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.